Welcome, everyone, to ARTIVISM, the Power of Art for Social Transformation. Today, we have a lovely group of young people from Bake Back America who will be speaking about their own initiatives. We have David Stark. He will be the student ambassador today. He will come on, speak about himself, and then introduce each of the members here. This session is being recorded. It will be uploaded on YouTube. If you do not want your image on screen, you can turn your camera off. David, take it away.
Hi, welcome to Bake Back America volunteers and their initiatives. I'm David, one of the Bake Back America student leaders that you'll be hearing from today. Before we begin, I'd like to say thank you to Art for Artivism for having us, and especially to RG for all of your help organizing this event. Also, a huge thank you to Melissa Subin and Bake Back America for empowering all of us here to grow as volunteers and make a difference in our communities. I hope you enjoy hearing from our incredible Bake Back America leaders who will share their stories and explain how they each use creative ways to make social change. First, we will hear from Sienna. Sienna, are you ready?
Let me just chime in very quickly. This is Artivism, the Power of Art for Social Transformation. It was co-founded by myself, RG Aguilarakis, and Carolina Cambronero Varela. We are sponsored by Sing for Hope, Gottesman Library is a teacher's college at Columbia University, and Adelphi University. So go ahead, David. Thank you.
Yeah, first we're going to hear from Sienna.
Is that me, Sienna? Or Sienna?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so I just need to share my screen really quickly. Okay, can everyone see my screen?
Yep, all good.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Sienna Besikof, and I'm here through Bake Back America. Thank you so much, Melissa, for this opportunity and all of your amazing work. I'd also like to thank Carolina and RG with Art for Activism for having me. Okay, so my program is called Designing by Color and the impact color can have on people, places, and communities. I've decided what different colors mean to me, but my goal is to give other people the power to discover what colors mean to them and how they can use color in their day-to-day lives. By seeing color through positive words, it gives people the opportunity to always be reminded of the positivity surrounding them. This is why I'm constantly reminded of giving back my community kindness, empowerment, inclusion, and inspiration. These words and ideas are something I value, and my goal is to inspire people to value them as well. Okay. Through this program, I've been lucky enough to affect so many amazing communities. This idea began with kindness rocks. These rocks were painted and designed with positive messages inspired by a color, and then they were placed around communities to spread the message and bring people joy. The designers of these rocks were able to decide what the colors meant to them and share their ideas. These rocks led to incredible spread of positivity and inspiration, which is the goal of my entire program. It is so amazing to see what the messages and qualities are important to different people. These are the rocks that people designed. A lot of these are from boys and girls centers. And yeah, it's just really special to see what the children find important to them. And also, we give them a lot of creativity to design it however they want and use all different colors, which colors are a really big aspect of my program. So these pictures are all from the Boys and Girls Club in Mount Vernon as well. Through the separate ideas of each color, I was able to move into classrooms and create projects to teach the importance of different messages. On the screen are some of my favorite projects we did. In the picture to the left, we were making dream catchers with different colors in order to inspire positivity and relaxation during this stressful year. I advised them to think about how the colors of the dream catchers made them feel as they worked. The students told me they used them as decorations in their room and they imagined all of the challenging dreams being caught before they went to sleep at night. Additionally, in the center photo, we chefed healthy protein balls to inspire healthy eating and taking care of our bodies. We shared the recipe with them so they can make them at home using simple household ingredients. They actually came back the next week, and two of the boys told me that they made them at home and they shared them with their friends, so that was really special to hear. And lastly, the photo on the right shows our empowerment bracelets. The students were able to write what the color of the bracelet meant to them, and they wore the bracelets as a reminder to act kindly, love themselves, or any other positive messages they wanted to remember throughout the day. All of these projects promote the spread of creativity and positivity throughout communities. Again, with these bracelets, most of the students that we had came back wearing them throughout the rest of the year. I think we made these like in May, and they continued to wear them, which was really special as well. So then, Bake Back America and I were then able to spread kindness on college campuses at the University of Florida and at Adelphi. On March 21st at UF, we created National Kindness Day. We set up a table and gave out free colorful bracelets in order for someone to do an act of kindness to make someone else's day. On the photo of the table, you can see the different kindness acts we thought would be most impactful, such as thanking a professor, sharing a snack, calling a family member, picking up litter, leaving a kind note, or giving someone a compliment. Students could choose the bracelet based on what color they believed related the most to their actions. We were able to reach hundreds of students by simply giving them a bracelet as a reminder to be kind. The feedback I received proved to me the impact I had, as students were telling me how much they needed a little reminder of the things that really matter. It is so special how such a small actions make a large social change for the better. And then on the picture to the left, those are two students that we saw that were really into it, and they actually asked if they could take a picture with the sign. So, yeah, So I was so inspired by this idea of spreading kindness through colors that I used the bracelets that we used from Kindness Day at UF to create this art project, which was displayed at Adelphi University and Columbia University. This art project is extremely important to me because it allowed me to use my creativity to demonstrate what makes me happy. I used the bracelets to create a flower garden because I personally love flowers and they bring me so much joy, which I hope to be able to spread to others. This project is especially important to me because it allowed more people to take kindness bracelets for an act of kindness. Everywhere this has been presented, bracelets and kindness cards have been left out with it to continue the spread of kindness, which will make a change in the world. So the picture of the left was the artwork displayed at Columbia University, which was really fun, and I was able to speak in front of a lot of Art for Activism people, which was really special as well. And yeah. So now I'm working on this project with Bake Back America, and it is based on designing rooms by color to promote all these messages. Right now, we are working with the Boys and Girls Club in Mount Vernon, and I love working with them. And our goal is to be designing the room to be most impactful for the students. We are using these bookshelves to create a library and using other pieces of artwork to show different ways of empowerment. This project is an amazing opportunity for me to combine two things I'm extremely passionate about, which is spreading positive messages to as many people as possible and interior design. I'm so grateful to have Melissa giving me these opportunities to use my skills and passions. So we cleaned up these bookshelves, which were very cluttery, and I'm pretty sure that Barnes and Nobles is donating us lots of books, and we have lots of artwork to hang up in the rooms that all are based around kindness and empowerment and just everything we want to support. Again, I'm so lucky to be supported by such an amazing organization like Bake Back America. Melissa has helped me grow as a person and discover what is truly important to me. I've learned so much about myself and my values, and these discoveries have been able to help me in all aspects of my life. She has helped me become so dedicated to promoting kindness and empowerment through any community that I'm able to reach. My goal is for people to find their own values and use them positively in their lives. My program, Designed for Kindness, embodies me as a person, and hopefully, I will be able to make the world a little more kind. Thank you for listening to my presentation. Hopefully, I have reinforced the importance of kindness and made an impact on you all. This is your reminder to do something to make someone else's day. A little kindness goes a very long way. Thank you again, Art for Activism, for having me and giving me a chance to share what is important to me and what I do about it. Okay, I'm going to stop my screen share. Thank you, everyone.
All right, thank you so much for that. That was great. Sienna, you're up next.
Okay, I'm just going to present my screen. Can everyone see it? Okay. So, hello everyone. My name is Sienna Rapillo. I just wanted to say thank you to RG and everyone working with ARTIVISM for having us. I'm very excited to talk to you today about my experience as a student leader with Take Back America. Today, I will be talking to you about what I have learned and how I've learned that art and activism can go hand in hand to create a social change. So, a little bit about me. I'm a 10th grader in New York City. One of the things I am very passionate about is volleyball. I have learned that creativity can come in many forms. For example, you can think of athletics as an art form, where I work alongside my teammates to build skills and community through cheer and encouragement. This encouragement can take a group of strangers and turn them into a team that works better together. There are countless ways to be creative and make a difference in your community. Each day, we can look for opportunities to change someone else's life, or even your own, through kindness and encouragement. So when I began my journey with Bake Back America about a year ago, as I was entering my freshman year in high school, I knew that I wanted to get involved with social change. Bake Back America gave me many different opportunities to experience helping others that I would not have had on my own. Through my involvement, I experienced many different ways of creating community through acts of kindness. Over the last summer, I was able to participate in many different community-run organizations, where I worked with children on summer homework, taught sports classes at the local Boys and Girls Club, and created art projects for the kids to work on that taught them about sports and geography. I really enjoyed my summer working with these amazing children and fellow volunteers. We all had an awesome time together as we were able to create a fun and positive environment. We were also able to teach the kids about what it is like to work as a team, empower themselves and each other, and really feel a part of community through art. I also got the chance to inspire others to use art to make a difference in their community. This really showed me firsthand that sometimes doing something small can have a really big impact. So here we created a card making kit for college students. This kit was used to create artistic cards that were sent to children facing cancer to inspire and uplift them. The kit came with colored pens and paper, markers, and lots of fun and positive stickers. The cards were meant to be cheerful and contain inspiring messages to brighten the child's day. The card making kit was sent to a university club who used it during a club meeting. They were able to make their own rendition of artistic and positive letters to send to kids facing cancer. The students reported that the art project brought them closer as a community and inspired them to recognize the impact that they can have on others by giving back through art. We also provided them with our empowering granola bar gift bags. These gift bags came with 2 granola bars, and the idea here was to provide a snack to students facing food insecurity, but also provide an extra bar for them to give to others. This empowers the students to be kind and active in their own communities. What I learned last summer with Bake Back America is that I really enjoy using kindness, positivity, and different forms of art to make a social change. I was also introduced to a topic that I'm now very passionate about. With Bake Back America, I was given the amazing opportunity to participate in the new Everyday Justice program. This program focuses on working with exonerees to provide with them the resources needed to re-enter our community. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the term, an exoneree is someone who was convicted of a crime but was later found to have been innocent and is released from prison. When they are released, they need support to reestablish their lives in society, since it is usually not provided by the government. As you can imagine, there are many ways to participate in Everyday Justice program. I was very fortunate to be asked to run a kindness room at the Kentucky Innocence Project Club meeting last month. In this room, I set up tables with different art supplies and kit-making tools. I then worked with the participants, which include exonerees and club members, to create art together to be gifted to a local children's organization. They were able to decorate water bottles and create cards for the local children's charity, and they also painted kindness rocks, which would be put on display in a rock garden on the school campus. The rock garden was meant to bring awareness to the students about the pressing issues faced by exonerees, as well as inspire students to perform their own acts of kindness through community involvement. The act of making art for others, as well as painting rocks for an exoneree garden, created a soothing environment that enabled the participants to mingle and really listen and connect with each other. It also provided them with a sense that they can also contribute and give back to the community in small ways that can really add up. Chandler Edwin, sorry, one of the event organizers and founder of the Chandler Project, remarked on how well the kindness room went. In my conversations with him afterwards, he said that the kindness room fulfilled his and Melissa Subin's vision to provide a soothing and comfortable space for everyone during such a serious day. He noted that the exonerees were engaged in the art and chatting comfortably at their tables. I was very happy that I was able to meet his expectations to provide a positive environment to the meeting. I was also so personally inspired by attending this event and learning about the many ways other people use their creativity and passion to help others. For example, one exoneree started his own organization to help and advocate for other exonerees as a way of giving back, because that is how he felt most supported during his own journey. He shared with me that one challenge that many exonerees face is not having the identification when they are released. However, due to his advocacy, the state of Michigan is now providing identification to all exonerees. He is now working to multiply that change across other states in the U.S. In conclusion, through my experiences with Bake Back America, I have had many opportunities to see that art is a form of human expression that uses creativity, imagination, and skill. Art can come in many forms and can be used to promote kindness, empowerment, and community. I just want to thank ARTIVISM and Bake Back America for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you.
If
What
there are any
was,
questions. Okay.
yeah, what inspired you most during your visit to the Kentucky Innocence Project meeting?
So in my short time with all the incredible activists that I was at the meeting, I was truly inspired by everyone's eagerness to create social change. The room was filled with individuals who had been incredibly supportive of the exonerees. Their passion and dedication to helping their community and ensuring that the exonerees receive the attention and support they deserve was truly motivating.
And what has been your favorite art project?
With Bake Back America, I've been given the opportunity to participate in many different artistic projects to provide support and empowerment. And while all were great, I think that what stuck out to me the most were the card making kits. I find that the idea of helping others through involving them in community building projects is so interesting and empowering. I've been able to participate in this card making twice, once with first-gen students at universities and once with exonerees at the Kentucky Innocence Project. And both times, the outcome has been exactly what Bake Back America was hoping for, the creation of a positive and empowering environment where the participants felt included in their community and left feeling good about their activism for others. And the fact that I was able to empower 3 groups at once was like truly beautiful.
What are you most looking forward to next?
While nothing yet is set in stone for the future, I'm just so excited to continue my work with Bake Back America on supporting exonerees. I'm looking forward to continuing my work with people like Edward Chandler, who have done so much for their communities.
Great. Okay. Now I'm gonna share my screen and present my project here. One sec. All right. So today I'm going to talk about the evolution of my program, which is called Create. I've always loved art and been inspired to find ways to use art in new and creative ways. You may be like me and don't know how to get started. Here's my story and how Create has developed over the past 4 months. Initially, I thought it would be exciting to teach kids about famous artists and the artists' home countries by traveling through time with art. I created a hands-on curriculum that started with Pablo Picasso from Spain and Georges Seurat from France. I wanted to teach kids about artists by doing engaging art projects and also teach them a bit about the countries where the artists were from, the typical food they may have eaten. Kids tried French croissants and Spanish churros, what they wore, and a few basic facts. We created an activity workbook about the artists and taught the program at a camp in Harlem. We walked into a quiet classroom that came to life when we began the art projects. The kids were enthusiastic and they immediately got involved. For the first activity, we folded and decorated paper airplanes for the kids to use on their pretend voyages to Spain and France. They colored maps and identified countries they were about to visit. Next, they learned about Picasso and used modeling clay to make colorful and crazy faces. Kids loved trying different color combinations and kept returning to the clay table for additional colors to try. Then they learned about Seurat. They made French beret hats and decorated cardstock with dot pens to create colorful greeting cards for friends or relatives. This project was especially exciting because it inspired the kids to give back in their own communities by creating cards for friends or family members in the Seurat style of pointillism. I went from table to table talking to the kids and helping some of the younger ones write their messages. The kids' reactions were so incredible that I decided to create other curriculums to teach more subjects using art as the foundation, like financial literacy and sports through art. I discovered that creativity and art can be applied in so many directions, and once I dove in, the possibilities felt endless. The kids loved the projects. The kids loved the project so much, so I thought it would be meaningful to try to reach more children. I'm currently creating 2 card packs, still in production, so kids can learn about famous artists and complete art projects from their own homes. The first card pack is a matching game with historical artists and brief facts about each artist. The other card pack is 12 artist cards with simple art projects based on different artist styles. These project cards have photos of art projects that were completed by the children that I volunteer with in the Bronx. I was inspired to reach more kids and decided to create activity packs for families at Ronald McDonald houses. I've hand-delivered some of these activity packs to 8 different Ronald McDonald houses. The packs contain activity books and snacks so the children visiting their sick family members can hopefully have a little bit of fun and keep busy. Once we saw all the ways that art can help kids to learn, I was able to start integrating art into other Bake Back America programs. For example, I'm working with the sports management program to create the art offering that the program's athletes use to give back in their own communities. Being able to introduce art projects to new communities and empower other volunteers to engage with art with new audiences has been the most exciting part for me. Through my work, I've discovered that the most important step in art activism is simply getting started. Once I started working on a project, it kept evolving into new ideas. I was able to both create new projects and contribute to existing initiatives, which has led me in directions that I had never considered before I started creating. Now, I see that there are countless ways to empower youth through art and inspire other volunteers to incorporate art when they engage with their own communities. The more I engaged and tried new projects, the more Create grew. I am now creating art programs for other Bake Back America volunteers so they can incorporate art to educate and inspire. My vision has taken root and thinking creatively has led my activism to expand. My final thought, take action. I am relatively new to Bake Back America and had been on a path to figuring out my mission, but what I discovered is that my mission will likely keep evolving. I've been able to become an art activist and am contributing across the BBA organization. Art comes in many different forms, developing projects to grow minds, inspiring others to give back in their communities, and empowering others through art is my mission through art activism. All right, thank you. So thank you for that. And I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. Let me see who's next. Next up is Patrick.
Hi, everyone. I just want to thank you guys for having me, and also want to thank Melissa for all the help she's done. I'm just gonna share my screen real quick. Can you guys see my screen? Okay. Okay, a little bit about me before I start is I'm in 10th grade at Scarza High School, and my sport I play is football. I play quarterback there. And some things that interest me is engineering and yeah. Okay. My program is called Inspiring Athletes Through Stories. This name means a lot to me because I'm very passionate about sports and I love to teach the kids about these athlete stories and have them relate to the stories I tell them. These stories are meant to empower and inspire the kids to do good in their everyday life. The activities I give them are meant to teach the kids how to give back to their own communities. As I've begun to work with Bake Back America, I have learned many new and inspiring ways to impact my community with my sport and passion football. The position I play in my sport has opened up a new world and has allowed me to have new opportunities for me to impact others around me. I've done many programs at Coachman and I'll explain them all today. Here's the first. This picture is from the Coachman Center in White Plains. For one of my first programs at Coachman, I decided to use something I'm interested in, such as STEAM, and combined it with my sport football. We took a very cool stadium, such as Boise State, that has a special blue turf, and I taught the kids about the stadium and its history. For an activity, I had the kids build stadiums and sports from Play-Doh and Model Magic. Um, when I went back the next week, the kids were really excited because they had fun taking the Play-Doh home and playing with their brothers and sisters and showing the new things they learned, like how to build new stuff. Okay, the next program I did at Coachman at the same center, was I taught kids about about an aspiring athlete such as Aaron Rodgers that participates in community service as well. We had a great idea to give back to the community, which is we had taught the kids how to give back to the community. We had the kids customize cleats and basically do whatever they want to them. Like they wrote inspiring messages on them. They wrote nice pictures. They signed them even. And we will be auctioning these cleats and donating the money to a pediatric cancer movement. The next athlete I focused on was Michael Jordan. This picture is from the Coachman Center in White Plains as well. This time I went to the Coachman, I taught the kids about another inspiring athlete and all the obstacles Michael Jordan had to go through in his life and his career. We had these kids, we engaged them in a word search and had them write a goal sheet of what they want to accomplish in their future. The kids basically that we had them write a goal sheet and next week I went there, I had them tell me a bunch of like the goals they completed and they're all really excited about it. These cards are customized to improve self growth, and we give them to kids in hospitals. And I think they're really great because it's something like sports cards that kids love to use, play with, and maybe even trade with their friends. And the inspiring messages on the back, like such as like one of the athletes I focus on, the inspiring messages show kids that they can overtake obstacles in their life and they don't only focus on like, yeah. One of the next things I did was my next event that I'm doing is a fundraiser. And this event, one of the first ones is I'm gonna have kids come to my backyard or I'll go to a field and I'll teach them how to throw a football, catch a football, and much more. Another event I'll be doing is baking cookies for families in my community for a small price. The money I earn from doing this, I'll donate again to a pediatric cancer movement. In conclusion, um, Bake Back America and Melissa has inspired me to take my sport and passion I love, football, into a whole new world and try to inspire my community to a different level. Thank you.
Thank you. while we're waiting for our last speaker, what are you hoping to accomplish next?
What I'm hoping to accomplish next is to inspire the kids at Coachman to give back to the community even more, and maybe even bring back pictures or examples of them doing it.
And I guess we could maybe go around and maybe everyone could talk about what inspired them to become involved with Big Back America. I can go first. I just thought it was a good way to like get involved with art, which I'm passionate about, while being able to help other people. And yeah, so if anyone else wants to go ahead, we're just waiting for our last speaker.
I could talk. I met Melissa at a tennis event, which, if you guys know, Melissa loves tennis. And she came up to me, and I didn't even know her, and she had 100 ideas of different ways that I could get involved within the community. And I'm pretty sure the next day after this event, she already planned out an entire program for me. And the week after that, I started the financial literacy program with an older girl from my school. And yeah, then ever since then, like every single week, Melissa gives a new idea, a new program. So I just proceeded working with her, and I think she's so inspiring. And yeah, I love Melissa.
That's great. Does anybody else want to speak?
Yeah, I can go. So I started working with Melissa in my freshman year. I went with my older brother to the girls and boys clubs and sports clubs. And since then, like, I just saw like how much Melissa was able to enact social change and how dedicated she was. She was a great mentor. She was always very supportive, and I just really loved her mission. So we continued to work, and now this year, I'm getting to be involved in so many other really great and empowering things like it with the next gen and the exonerees. It's just like a really, really good like thing to participate in, and yeah.
I can go too. I met Melissa a couple months ago, and ever since I met her, every single week she has a new idea for me, and I think she's very inspiring. And she's taught me different ways to take my passion and my sport and turn into such a great thing. I think Melissa's great.
Has anything changed for maybe what some of you guys thought you'd be doing with Big Back America and how it's going now? Like, has anything been different than what you guys expected?
I can talk about that also. When I first started working with Melissa, I was working on a lot of really amazing projects, but like they didn't really like embody me. And recently, Melissa and I have been starting a project where I talked about this in my presentation, where we design rooms and places in Boys and Girls Center, and I think we're starting with Coachman soon. And we've been working a lot with colors and a lot of design elements and artists, which really interests me. And I do a lot of work with that in my free time. So I just have become so much more involved through that, and I did not realize that I was going to be able to do so much helpful work that also revolves around my interests. So yeah.
Um, does anybody else want to speak?
I want to just say that each and every one of you have a little spark inside, right? You have that passion in you. And what Melissa did was ignite that, right? Through supporting your programs, correct? So what she did here is you're each now little ambassadors of change. You will then go out, when you're in college and beyond, and inspire others, right? So you already have that in you. You just needed that little push to take it further. Does anybody feel that?
Yeah, I
How will you
agree.
take it further?
Yeah, I agree with you. I think Melissa has really helped me with my self-confidence, and she helps me find my interests, and I really appreciate her for that, and I think it's really special how much effort she puts inside all of us, to, like, help develop us as people and teach us right and wrong, and she really helped teach me the importance of little things and how little things affect large communities. And like, I didn't realize how just teaching one class or teaching a few students how to build a dream catcher or how to make a healthy snack would actually impact their lives. And so, yeah, she's kind of just, like, brought out a whole new side of, like, interest for me, and I really appreciate her for doing that and for sort of giving me, like, a new hobby in a way.
Yeah, for me, Melissa, really helped, like, I guess, guide my passion for art to actually, like, being able to do something to help other people. Like, I would have never been able to, like, I would have never really had the idea, I guess, to, like, to help in schools in Harlem, teach them art if it wasn't for Melissa and all of her help, making programs for that. So I'm really grateful for what she did for me, and yeah.
Um, on this idea of like small changes, so I was able to learn with Melissa that like small things and small impacts can really it can make the biggest difference. And just I've just learned so much from her. So I was given the opportunity to learn so much about exonerations and like what a like prevalent issue it is. And just like that opportunity to learn and to be a part of such a national issue and to like make such a great change through these um small impacts and small activities is just it just feels really good, and I'm really happy that I was able to be given that opportunity.
Yeah,
Well, sorry, you can go.
yeah, without Melissa, I don't think I would have ever been able to like take my sport and what I like love so much into a whole different aspect and to use it to even help my community. And yeah, I'm really grateful that you did that for me.
It looks like our last speaker, Emma's having some technical difficulties. I think I just saw her join, but now she's not here. So I guess so I guess she'll be here in like a minute. But yeah. Um
Would you like to go to the closing statements and then we'll swing back when she comes back in?
yeah, sure, I could do that. Um um yeah, thank you to everyone for joining us today, and a big thank you to RGCC and Melissa. It's been incredible to hear from our leaders this afternoon, and we hope you all feel inspired and empowered to follow your passion in creative ways. If you would like more information about volunteering with Bake Back America, please email bakebackamerica@gmail.com. And thanks again for joining us, and have a great night. Um, is there any other contact like information you'd like me to share?
Carolina? I want to see where you're all at in a few years. You need to check in and tell us what you're doing, right? You had that push from Bake Back, but then, it's got to come more from within and find other ways to do all this, that you're doing here now.
Archie, I wanna thank you for giving us this opportunity
Well, it's
to
it's
present and to speak. It's been really special working with you, and especially being able to present at Columbia University and at Adelphi. That was all thanks to you, and it's just been a really great experience, so thank you.
Well, this initiative was co-founded by me and Carolina Cambronero, who's always on, right? We're a team. We do everything together. So, we do this as a team always. So it's not just me, it's also Carolina. And it was at the Offutt Gallery at Gottesman Libraries, a teacher's college at Columbia University. And that was a really great um, exhibition, right? It went from Adelphi and it went to the Offutt Gallery, and now many of those works will be donated, hopefully to shelters or hospitals, maybe some of the organizations you all work with, where we will explore that. We're really happy to have had you come and talk about your work. Some of those videos I think are on our YouTube channel also. I'll put that in the chat. Yeah, let's see. And I think Emma is on. Here, let's see. We have how has this shaped everyone's leadership skills? That's right, your leadership skills and the initiative to take on this journey. Because don't forget, like, Melissa's there. She was there is there to support you, but you're a big part of this, right? It's your drive that's taking this and pushing this forward. And hopefully inspiring you to do more, to continue. So let's see. How has it shaped your leadership skills? Anybody like to answer that one? That's coming from Veronica.
I think it's shaped my leadership skills like beyond belief, because to be able to teach all these kids in a room, I don't know if I think I could do it before, but I don't know if I could do it before as well as I can now, because everything Melissa prepares for me, it just makes it so easy for me to just present and teach the kids.
Do you all choose where you would like to go? I mean, some have been to Harlem, others have worked with, children that have cancer. Do you propose where you'd like to go?
For me, I normally propose going to the Boys and Girls Club because for my class at least, I know all the kids and I have a relationship with all of them. And most of the kids that are in the class I've had since like last year, here again, maybe the year before that as well. So yeah, I normally want to go there just because like working with them, they know my name, so it's like more personal. And yeah, I really like it there.
And I do love that they wear the bracelets and, continue with their dream catchers and the other projects that you do all together.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I think Emma is now on the Zoom. So if you'd like to present, you can go ahead and share your screen.
Okay, yeah. I thought you were gonna share the slides. Wait, then you can give me a sec so I could share.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna share now. Present. Can you see it? Okay. Hi, I'm Emma Kudelka, and thank you for having me here today. So I'm a junior in high school. I started volunteering and supporting children who were food insecure when I was about 12. When I met Melissa from Big Back America, she taught me how I could use creative measures to raise awareness and reach my community through art and make an impact. We brainstormed together and founded the idea of Smart Snacks. This line of healthy snack mixes is inspired by the mission of addressing food insecurity while promoting kindness. Sold in pairs, one to keep and one to share by giving to a friend, these nutritious, colorfully themed snacks come in plastic jars decorated with seasonal ribbons. The jars are an artistic expression of a work of culinary art. During each new season or holiday, a new combination of flavors and colors emerge, offering complementary ribbons to match the theme. With each purchase, patrons contribute to a greater cause supporting children in need and making a difference in the lives of those facing food insecurity. This got us thinking about what other areas we could impact. Another one of my passions is fitness and maintaining a healthy lifestyle. We decided on the idea of being balanced, which incorporates healthy eating and using creativity to inspire one another. We went to an after-school program in Harlem where students depend on school lunches for food during the week and did some lessons teaching the students how to start their own businesses and what entrepreneurship is. We used that example of Smart Snacks, creating an idea, coming up with a logo, and then marketing your business. We also taught the kids what needs versus wants and how to save money for the future. We then had an event where we brought in various snacks and the kids sold them to members of the community. We then decided as a group where the proceeds went. They decided to give back to their own program to buy art supplies and other needed materials. Eventually, we grew our idea to expand into the FIT program, which stands for Food Insecurity Today, but also stands for so much more. We are now working with gyms such as SoulCycle and Barry's Boot Camp to raise awareness and support local countries. We are planning to expand this program nationwide. With this program, we are able to combine fitness, nutrition, and well-being while simultaneously impacting our communities and allowing others to do so as well. We are also spreading awareness that food scarcity exists very close to home. Clients at the gym can take a smart snack and in return make a donation that will support their local community. The snacks are granola bars that come in pairs, one to keep and one to give to a friend. So, we are empowering kindness and mental and physical well-being while also supporting a food pantry and raising awareness. Here's a photo of a shadow box I created using Smart Snacks for display at an ARTIVISM exhibit in the spring. As you can see, granola bars and raisin boxes line the box, and we included a description of Smart Snacks on top. And then I'm just going to read, making a difference through creative ways results in self-growth and then creating community. So to close, we are able to use creativity to build our foundation through Smart Snacks and expanded on our ideas to impact social change in many different communities.
Emma, just very quickly, when you were sharing your screen, it wasn't going through the slides.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I was switching all the slides.
Oh, maybe go, if you'd like to go back, you can, kind of just go through them quickly so we could see the images. It's up to you.
Oh, yeah, I didn't realize that you couldn't see it. Here, let me share. Wait, so what slide could you see? Can you see this?
Yes, now we can see them. Just, you can go through them. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I was going through them while I was talking.
Okay. Yeah, show us this way. Perfect.
Yeah, so this is Smart Snacks. This is when we went to the after-school center in Harlem. This is when we started growing the FIT program with SoulCycle in the summer. And then this is, we grew a little bit with FIT and we went to Barry's Boot Camp. And then this is the gallery shadow box that I was talking about. And then these were like the closing little things. So yeah.
Where do you go from here, Emma?
Sorry, where do I?
Yeah, where do you go from here? What more will you do? Will you concentrate on nutrition and healthy snacks?
I think we're gonna, concentrate on just like well-being and like growing the FIT program because it's relatively new and just like keeping like going and teaching kids how to be healthy and like what being balanced really means.
Beautiful, thank you. Any other questions or comments?
I'm just gonna conclude with well, first of all, thank you so much for all of you for helping to organize this. And for more information on this and all of the series past and upcoming events, please go to this website. I'll just put it in the chat. And follow on Facebook, Instagram at ARTIVISM for Shared Humanity, or simply Google ARTIVISM Initiative. The YouTube channel is ARTIVISM for Shared Humanity. Also, if you would like to get more involved in this ongoing initiative, please contact the ARTIVISM team. I would now like to ask if there are any questions for our artivists. Please use the raise hand function on Zoom or unmute yourself or ask a question in the Zoom chat if you have any questions. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody, for being here today and for presenting your projects. I have one question before we do the takeaway with which we close each presentation here at ARTIVISM. The question is, how do you think this will impact you as a grown-up? All this experience that you are presenting to us through these projects in the future, you know, when you're maybe like in 20 years or so, how do you think all this will impact you personally in your daily routines at work, as a human being overall?
So, I can take this. So with this projects and all the products that I participate in, I'm just so much more aware of so many issues, and also just like how easy it is to help and give back. And also, I think that for the future, this, like, my work here is just like helped me gain so much confidence in like the professional world. So I've learned how to navigate and talk to adults professionally, how to work and publicly speak, how to help others, and it's just given me so much more confidence that that I didn't have before to work.
I think for me, it just really helped me in like a public environment, and it'll help me like later on in my life be able to teach people, present easier, and yeah, just talk to adults easier. And I think, yeah.
To go what everyone else is saying, I think that this has really helped show me that if I really am passionate about something and I want to teach it to other people, I totally can. And Melissa has given me so many amazing ideas to create my own presentations and to put myself into all the work that I do and then be able to present it to other people, which I think is a skill that is really important to have if you want to like grow in life. So, yeah, I think that I'll be able to use that throughout the rest of high school, college, etc. And yeah, I tend to like use the teaching skills that I've learned from Melissa like in my everyday life as well. And it really helps with my confidence when I'm speaking to adults. And yeah, thanks, Melissa.
Yeah, in addition to seeing like how great and impactful making a difference can be, I think my projects have also helped me just to like gain confidence like with public speaking and speaking in front of an audience or like a classroom environment. Like when I volunteered in uh classrooms, I was very like nervous going into all that, but Melissa really helped me out by helping me to like prepare a curriculum and gave me a lot of advice. So yeah, I think that it's a very useful skill to have, and I'm really grateful that I have that skill now.
Thank you. Yes, and also I bet all of this also translates into your interrelational skills with people and connecting at a human level as well, right? Meaning being empathic about others' circumstances and learning and working together and growing together, right? But yes, definitely a shout out to Ms. Melissa Subin for all the work that she's been doing with Bake Back America and all of you. And now we're gonna go down each one of you again with the key takeaway. The key takeaway is an action item with which you would like to leave the audience today for them to take and go and do. What would that be? Let's start with you, David.
Yeah, so a key takeaway I would have for the audience is just to yeah, the hardest thing to do with volunteering is just getting started. So I guess if you have a passion and you would like to volunteer, just don't be afraid to get started. And um yeah, everything sort of is a lot easier after you just do the first steps to getting started. Everything sort of flows into the next volunteer uh thing that you want to do. So yeah, just get started. That's my advice.
I could go next. I think that my key takeaway is that a very small act of kindness goes a long way. And I think every time I tell someone that, I get a lot of positive feedback saying that they feel really good about themselves and that they'll start to do it more. And I think the more people decide to do something small or be kind, the more change the world will have. So, yeah, that's it.
For me, I think that I would like tell everybody like a key takeaway is to just go out and do something that impacts your community and whatever it is, just go out and do something that um that betters your community.
Yeah, I was gonna say my key takeaway is to just like do what you're passionate about and like you don't have to be like so knowledgeable on the topic. It's just like whatever you know, you're giving back to your community and like you're doing, it's making you happy and you're helping others too.
And Emma, maybe?
Oh yeah, I just went for the key takeaway. Oh yeah.
I think that what I would hope everyone took away is that, like, you can make such a big impact with such a small action. Not everything has to be grand, just like small acts of kindness. Involvement doesn't have to be setting up your entire own program. Just something small can really make a big difference on a community. And you can take your passion, you can take like something creative, and you can make it have a large impact.
I think that's everybody, correct? Yes. Well, thanks again for utilizing your time in this manner of inspiring and getting to connect with others, as well as, like you mentioned, many of you said about sharing that act of kindness, right? That's, to me, something that very stood out in this presentation, acts of kindness, and however you describe that. But um, again, just as a close-up, thank you to Professor Aguilarakis, also to Think for Hope, Gottesman Libraries at Teachers College, Columbia University, and Adelphi University. Also, of course, for this program today, to Bake Back America, because all of you come from Bake Back America, to Melissa Subin, and we hope to see you back in the next program that we have. We meet every Monday around 4:30. Stay tuned with presentations with artists from around the world. And we definitely hope to hear back from all of you that presented here today on how all these programs are evolving and how you are also growing and changing and making that transformation in society. Thank you, everybody. See you soon.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Keep in
Thank you.
touch. Thank you. Bye-bye.